Hi friends, it's Jennifer from Live, Laugh, Love to Read. Today I'm doing a book review on Woman 99 by Greer Macallister. Now I read this on my computer, so I hope we can get a good shot of it. There it is. Okay, Woman 99 by Greer Macallister. Given this book 4 stars. I thought this book was really good. So, let me read you the synopsis off my phone and I'm going to tell you about it. So, a vivid historical thriller about a young woman whose quest to free her sister from an infamous insane asylum risks her sanity, her safety, and her life. Charlotte Smith's future is planned to the last detail, and so was her sister's, until Phoebe became a disruption. When their parents commit Phoebe to a notorious asylum, Charlotte knows there's more to the story than madness. Shedding her identity to become an anonymous inmate, Woman 99, Charlotte uncovers dangerous secrets. Insanity isn't the only reason her fellow inmates were put away, and those in power will do anything to keep the truth or Charlotte from getting out. Yeah. So, okay, so Charlotte and Phoebe are, what do you call it? Privileged young ladies. Because this is a historical novel, and I can't remember when it's set in, I want to say early 1900s. So they are privileged young ladies. They've been to they've been to finishing school and, learned all the etiquette and all that. And then they're promised to young men of influential families that have money and all that. So yeah. But when Phoebe becomes a teenager, she starts showing signs of madness. And I think probably she was bipolar, as they talk about her deep depressions for a month and then her really high manic, screaming and laughing and giggling and, and all that. But her and Charlotte are very close sisters. So when the parents end up putting Phoebe into the asylum, Charlotte jumps off into the bay to kill herself. But she wasn't really trying to kill herself. She was just trying to get into the asylum. And it worked. So, oh my goodness, where do I start? So, I'm giving this book 4 stars. This book, it was disturbing. It was, I really liked it. I'm going to look for more books by Greer Macallister. So Charlotte does go into the asylum. And the first time when she first gets in there, she doesn't speak. Number 1, she's traumatized from almost drowning because she almost drowns. Not meaning to, she just wanted to show insanity so she would get put in the asylum. So anyway, she's got a bump on her head and she's just kind of out of it, So she doesn't speak. Well, they put her in, they have all of the rooms or dorms split up, and they put her in the room of the inmates in the asylum that don't speak. And for the first few weeks, that's where she's at, and it is a dorm-style prison asylum. And the number 99, Woman 99, comes from, they mark each woman with their number in chalk on their back, and her number is 99. So the first few weeks she's there, one of the things that they do for them, the women who don't talk, they take them outside and sit them on a long wooden bench without a back, and they sit there for 8 hours. Yeah. So as time goes on, Charlotte does get moved to different rooms. She starts talking, so they're like, "Oh, you can talk." Oh, So they move her to a different dormitory room, and she finds out, she starts becoming friends with some of the women, and finds out there's a lot of women in there who don't need to be in there. One woman's in there for being unfaithful to her husband. One is in there for, I can't remember, it was stuff that they should not be in an insane asylum, let me tell you. Now, there was some women that didn't need to be there. Just saying. But most of them didn't need to be there. And so she starts becoming friends with these women. And then the conditions of the asylum is like terrible. She describes the food that they give them. You know, they give them a really hard roll, and then they give them some kind of, you can't even unrecognizable meat. And it's hard and chewy, and then like a thin broth. So she finds out real fast that at first she doesn't want to eat, but she's got to because she's in there. She can't get out, and she hasn't found her sister yet. Yeah. So she starts watching the other women. The other women, soak their bread in the broth, and then they eat it, and and all that. So anyway, she does get moved to other rooms, and one way she does that is one of the inmates is having an affair with one of the doctors, and so she has favors. Yeah. So as you move through the story, though, you start really feeling for these women because they shouldn't be in an insane asylum. One was in there because her husband didn't want her to cheat on him, while he was gone at sea or something like that, just crazy things. One was in there because she was a prostitute. She was a madam, and just crazy things. So she does find her sister in there, and then that's all I'm going to tell you about it. But her sister, her sister kind of does need to be there, but not in the conditions that they're in, because they do practice water therapy, which I'm not exactly sure what that is. They talk about wrapping them in cold, wet sheets, and I'm guessing they spray them down with cold water. I don't know. But they do give all the women cold showers at the same time with a big hose, like big fire hose. They make them strip. They spray them all down as a group, and then the nurse washes them with some kind of cucolib soap, I think is what it was called. Harsh soap. And then they rinse them all off. So that's how they get, and they don't get a towel. Yeah, so the conditions are terrible. Anyway, she does find her sister, and that's all I'm going to say. I don't want to tell you too much about it. But I really like this book. 4 stars. I thought it was really good. And I'm kind of on this kick of historical books right now. Not really historical romance, per se. But just historical, like certain different books. And I'm really enjoying them right now. Depends on what kind of mood I'm about, what kind of books I'm going to read. Because as you can see, I have lots of books on my shelf that I have not read. But I like all genres. So, except for I don't like fantasy. I don't like paranormal. I don't like horror. 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 How do you say it? I don't know how to say it. I don't like that. But other than that, I really like. And I like some nonfiction, like memoirs. Just depends on what kind of mood I'm in. So apparently I've been in the mood for historical fiction right now. Because well, now I can't show it to you again because it went away. Anyway, Woman 99, Greer Macallister. Oh, my lands. What was it, guys? What was it? No, I don't know. Just let me look here again. Here we are. Woman 99 by Greer Macallister. And here's another picture on my computer. I wasn't able to read it on my Kindle because this one was only, I forget what they call it, but you can only read on your computer. It was through the library, so it was free. Yay for free books. So, that's all I have for today. If you like this video, give me a like and a subscribe. And don't forget to check back for more book videos coming up. Thanks, friends. I'll see you next time.